3 reasons social media is ruining your life.
Our purpose for this project is to inform you about what social media can do to you without you even realizing it. We spend so much time on our phones and not experiencing life that it's conflicting with our day-to-day lives. So, what is social media? According to dictionary.com, social media are websites and other online means of communication that are used by large groups of people to share information and to develop social and professional contacts. So why do we use it? To connect with others, to waste time, to feel like they are part of a group, or maybe for recognition.
Although people use social media expecting positive outcomes such as entertainment and inclusion, it can actually lead to extremely negative consequences that can hurt you in the long run. Using social media can negatively impact your physical and mental health, self-worth, and relationships. Social media can have a huge impact on your physical health. According to Harvard University, it actually plays a major role in the spread of obesity. Social media influences what we perceive as normal and acceptable. So if people start to see their friends gain weight over time, they may see weight gain as natural and even inevitable. Instead of going out to exercise or eating less when they begin to gain a lot of weight, they are more at risk to go with the flow and just join the crowd. Social media takes place on a digital platform, which means that people spend more time at home, glued to their computer, their tablet, or their cell phone. This also means that people don't go outside as often as they used to, so they aren't getting the physical exercise that they need to stay healthy. Instead of going outside to ride a bike or play soccer, people are much more comfortable being on that digital device. But there is another problem involved in this as well. When people don't go outside, they aren't getting the vitamin D that comes from sunlight. According to vitamindcouncil.org, a deficiency in vitamin D can lead to symptoms of depression, weakness, fatigue, and bone pain. Social media also impacts the amount of sleep that you get. And I'm not just talking about the amount of time that you spend on social media when you could be sleeping. Studies conducted by Alternet.org have actually shown that 2/3 of people have trouble relaxing or falling asleep after using social media. That's because using your phone before bed keeps your mind engaged. It tricks your brain into thinking that it needs to stay awake. In addition to that, if you see something exciting on Facebook or on Instagram, it can make it a lot harder to actually settle down and sleep. The light that comes from your cell phones and computers also has an impact on your sleep cycle, whether you use it right before bed or in the middle of the day. Sleep.org states the light from those digital devices restrains the production of melatonin, which is the hormone that controls your sleeping and waking cycle. The less melatonin you have, the harder it is to fall and stay asleep. The blue light can also impact your eyesight and can cause irritation and long-term damage to the retina. Using social media can also impact your mental health. A lack of vitamin D and exercise alone can already cause mental health issues, but people can also become depressed with the things that they see on social media. MyBodyGreen.com states that instead of people finding joy in the things and people that are around them, they start to seek it from their phones and from people online. Social media offers a constant stream of new interactions, posts, and pictures, which the brain's pleasure centers respond positively to. But when this gets taken away, a person can fall into a depressed state. Social media is addicting, and when people become addicted to something, it can have detrimental effects on their lives.
The next topic that we would like to discuss is self-worth. As most of us know and have experienced ourselves, people struggle with the ideas that relate to who they are, where they are going, are they pretty enough, are they smart enough, and are they strong enough, and more. These questions continue to run through people's minds and can be emphasized and made a bigger deal in someone's life if they spend most of their time on a social media site that allows them to see nothing but people in their best light. Caitlin Probst expressed in an article that posts on social media many times present an idealized version of what's happening, what something looks like, or how things are going. This can lead users to constantly compare themselves to others and think less in their own lives. Teenagers today seem to equate the amount of likes, retweets, or comments they get on social media posts with the popularity and acceptance to validate their own self-worth. Self-worth is important, especially amongst the younger generations when self-doubt and depression can drive teens and adults to more permanent measures. In research done by Medical News Today, there was a survey that mentioned those who said that their lives had worsened by using social media also reported feeling less confident when they compared their achievements against their friends. In today's society, we've been making a bigger deal about how we treat others and their emotions. Unfortunately, how we treat others does not compare to how we treat ourselves. Doing something that takes your mind off of comparing yourself to others and brings you to a happy emotional state of mind will help you increase your self-confidence and your self-worth. Now that we've discussed physical and mental health and self-worth, I'd like to talk to you about relationships. As we begin to grow, so do our relationships. They become more real and more permanent. Unfortunately, because social media interferes with people's day-to-day lives, it can also impact your relationship with your friends, family, and significant others. Your relationships are based on trust. It doesn't matter who you ask or what type of relationship it is. Unfortunately, social media plays a major role in ruining that trust by creating jealousy. An article written on pewinternet.org states that 27% of social media makes them feel jealous or unsure about their relationship. We can all agree that in some relationships, jealousy is good to an extent. However, when social media is involved, it can be exaggerated. The Odyssey Online said that there seems to be an influx of what we get jealous of. Who she has on her Snapchat best friends, who is the girl that tweeted your boyfriend, who commented on her Instagram pictures, and so on. This creates such a strain on our relationships that they usually are more likely to fail. Social media can cause relationship problems because it limits privacy. The Odyssey Online also spoke about how there is also a lack of privacy when it comes to relationships now. It seems that everyone knows when a couple is having issues because one or both of the individuals tweets about something or other. This invites everyone to be a part of their private relationship. Amongst these factors is a third problem that social media causes in our ability to form and maintain relationships. Having your face in social media for multiple hours a day could cause you to lose the ability to see, understand, and react to social cues. While researching, we came across a quote from childmind.org. Dr. Catherine Steiner, a clinical psychologist, said there's no question that kids are missing out on very critical and social skills. In a way, texting and online communicating, it's not like it creates a nonverbal learning disability, but it puts everybody in a nonverbal disabled context, where body, language, facial expressions, and even the smallest kind of vocal reactions are rendered invisible. Social media also causes us to miss out on possible relationships. When we immerse ourselves in an online world, we lose touch of the real world and the opportunities within it. In an article written by Deborah Filletti, it was expressed that no matter how we try to replicate it, there's nothing more powerful than real-life connections. Sometimes we just need someone with skin to give us a smile, wrap their arms around us, or hold our hands in theirs. In real life, we are forced to practice the skills of human contact. From the influence of eye contact to the tenderness of a human embrace, real-life interactions have the potential of exuding a powerful warmth that is so easy to forget when hiding behind the walls of an online world. When we are surrounded by people we do not know, we are more likely to retreat to the comfort of our technology and social media. I'm sure everyone watching this can think of a time when they used social media as an escape from an awkward, uncomfortable situation instead of talking a problem out or getting to know someone new. Because of this, we miss out on the opportunity to socialize with the person sitting next to us on a place like a bus or a plane or even just a grocery store. We also miss out on the opportunity for more connections to others. Who knows if the person sitting next to you could be your soulmate, a career starter, or even just a potential friend.
By using social media, people become immersed in a world that is not based on reality. We see what people want us to see and validate our self-worth by what others say. Social media impacts us without us even knowing it. It can impact us both physically and emotionally. Social media is a prominent part of our lives today. It connects us to the world around us and lets us express ourselves. But being involved in social media can cause many issues in our lives. It can impact our physical and our mental health by reducing the amount of time that we spend outdoors and exercising. Using social media impacts our sleep cycle as well as our eyesight and can enhance feelings of depression. Social media also decreases an individual's self-worth. When people see pictures of other people online, they begin to compare themselves to those ideal images. They begin to want what they can't have and things that are unrealistic. The amount of likes or retweets that a person receives has a direct correlation to how that individual views his or herself. Social media also impacts relationships. It impacts our ability to form and maintain connections with other people. It also causes strain in relationships by increasing jealousy and privacy issues. All of these things can have an immensely negative impact on various aspects of our lives. People today are addicted to social media, and sharing ideal versions of our lives has become instinctive. This impulse to broadcast our lives makes us miss out on them.